Oh, hi YouTube. Today is a much better day for me. Once I got the strength to actually start my channel, I am going to try to record at least 2 or 3 times a week. Right now, I am in a good place mentally. I want to discuss little things that I probably touched on with my last video. I have bipolar syndrome. I also have borderline personality disorder. My BPD, borderline personality disorder, is very acute. That was based on what I told my psychiatrist, that it probably started around the age of 5, due to the fact that I was being, I guess if you want to do it in professional terms, I was being menaced, abused, verbally abused. I lived in terror, basically, for a very long time. So apparently that did something to me. You know, I always felt and have been told that I am a very strong person, but apparently I am much more fragile than I think anyone, including myself, could have ever fathomed. Aside from the bipolar and the BPD, I also have PTSD, obviously as a result of the menacing, the abuse, being scared all the time, you know, for the first, I would say, at least 13 to 14 years of my life. At that point, I hit about, I'd say 250, 260, which I weigh less now than I did at 12 or 13. That's really sad. But I hit that point, and I'm also a very tall female. I hit about 5'9", and at 5'9" and over 250, not too many people can get the best of me at that point. At that point, I started displaying strong signs of depression. I was acting out, having bad behavior. I was lying, running away, stealing from my family, stealing from whatever I could. And as I have gone through the years, I have learned that that is part of borderline personality disorder. The thing that's scary, though, for borderline personality disorder is a lot of female violent criminals, murderers, serial killers, they all have that trait. It seems to be like it lessens your impulse control so much, and it almost like antagonizes. Like if you have a pissy, real sharp temper, then BPD will intensify that by about 1 billion. I never realized that I was overreacting to things till I finally got in a good relationship with actually my current husband. He is an amazing human being, the sweetest spirit. Girls, a lot of men should take a page from my husband's book. He is freaking amazing. He's so understanding and so patient with me. But, and you know what? The point of this for me is I can't afford therapy. So I definitely know that maybe somebody will be listening and they feel the same way. Because my parents ended up putting me in private school as a result of me getting into trouble and my behavior. But here's where I'm going to stop the story. And here's the part where it's so difficult for me, because it's hard for me to, and of course anything I say, and if comments start popping up, I'm pretty sure it's going to be my family, especially if it's negative. They don't believe anything I say. It doesn't matter to me anymore, though. I can honestly say I'm the only one in that family that's getting help and has gotten help that has nothing to do with going to church, a prayer, or praying to someone who obviously is not healing you psychologically. It's pretty obvious. When I met my husband, he has a brother who is bipolar, much more acute than I am. His mental illnesses are by far more severe than mine. But I saw his family rally around him and really just support him and be there for him. And no matter how annoying or frustrating or angry that he made them, they still poured love down on him. And when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. After I tried to kill myself and I got hospitalized, and my parents actually came and saw me at the mental hospital and the diagnosis was revealed to them, after all that was blown over, it was never spoken of again. And my mother would like to say, oh, you're not crazy. You're not this. You're not. No, Mom, I am. Please help. Please comfort me. Please say that you forgive me for all the shitty things I did because I wasn't medicated or I wasn't being treated. But that didn't happen. It still won't happen. It'll never happen.
No, I don't. Well, maybe you should just go on the trip.
My grandmother's father was a piece of crap. Arthur Hart. Thank God you're in the dirt. Thank God you're in the ground and you're dead, because your legacy is pure shit. And fuck you. I hope you burn in hell. Because you fucked up my grandmother, who fucked up my mother, who fucked up me.
Good for you.
And thankfully, I broke the cycle. Ish. My daughter and I have had many moments over the years. She is 21 years old now. And she's gorgeous. And I freaking love her. She's my best friend. But, well, my YouTube friends, we have a lot to talk about. And I think it's going to make me feel better in the end. And hopefully, and this is what I pray, despite the fact of the nightmare of the religious crap that was shoved down my throat, because it was all hypocritical crap. And it continues to be. Oh, well, I should mention that I'm estranged from my family. I didn't do it the right way. I'll admit that openly and honestly, because I tried to do it 21 years ago after my daughter was born. And my ex-husband and my mother, of course, plotted against me. And my ex-husband used to sneak my daughter over there. Over the years, I began to see that, like my grandmother, despite the fact that she was a terrible mother, she was an amazing grandmother. And my mother is an amazing grandmother. She's a piece of shit mother. Still is. Currently. It's a current status. But as far as being a grandmother, this bitch might actually make her shit into heaven. She might actually make it into heaven. Because she's a pretty damn good grandmother. And I'm impressed. And if my daughter didn't love her so much, then she probably wouldn't matter anything to me. But I don't want to talk to those people. They treat me like a leper. They don't care about my mental illness. They never will. They don't care to research it, study it, or understand why I had the behaviors that I had before. I've been on medication for 5 years steady. And that means very little excerpts where I didn't take it. And I am currently working on the therapy part, because obviously I was severely abused and I need some help. But anyways, you guys out there, I'm nobody special, but I have a lot to say, and I hope that my story will touch somebody. And if you're like me and you had to walk away from your family, then I want you to know that you have a family right here. And I hope to see you guys in a couple days. All right? Crystal Bipolar out. Bye.